With so many interesting news that have come out from the mouth of James Gunn in the past few days, I guess it's time for me to talk about some of the things that I want for Man of Tomorrow that is coming out in 2027. Now, in case you are living under the rock, for over I think a month now, James Gunn has announced that the next film that he is going to direct and write for DC is Man of Tomorrow, which is a team-up movie between Lex and Superman. They are going to come together. They are going to either fight against each other, and they are going to fight the big threat, or they are going to fight each other towards the end. We don't know the arrangement, but what we do know that Lex and Superman are going to have to put aside their differences and fight something that is bigger than themselves. And the information that we know so far is that at least some members of the Justice League, the Justice Gang, is supposed to show up in Man of Tomorrow. Supposed to expect some characters from Peacemaker, which is going to show up in Man of Tomorrow. We're supposed to expect Argos, and there's news here and there. And for me, which I cannot say exactly what is going to happen, but at least I can just gather from some of the informations that I've seen so far, and at least predict or say my expectation for what I expect for Man of Tomorrow. Now, I expect a lot, actually, I do, but I don't expect a lot in sense of what exactly are people are saying, and does what people are saying doesn't match my own expectation, or can I just use what people are saying as the factor truth for what Man of Tomorrow is going to be. Now, we've been saying that what exactly is the overarching story for the big for DCU? Where exactly is the big bag that where everything is going to where's everything going to accumulate? Is it going to be one Justice League story? We are going to, oh, this is that been big bad all along. Now, so far in the first three DCU movies, there have been some threads, some characters that moved from year to over year, and some things from where exactly we can expect that everything is going um going to lead to. Now we know James Gunn has been like, I want characters from animation to movie to move seamlessly, and we've seen that with Economos, and we've seen that with Rick Flag Senior. Then we've also said that he has really like towards the end of Peacemaker, we're going to see what the overarching, at least we can get a glimpse of what the overarching story is going to be. And what we saw was that there's going to be aspect of Salvation Run, and it's also going to be the checkmate that's going to be in play in the DCU. Now, from the beginning, at least from some of the things that I've been trying to understand, what I've been guessing is that the DCU is going to take the X-Men route. And I don't mean that we're going to go full mutant, sentinel, all this kind of thing, but I feel like that's where it's going to go out. Now, if you watch Pacemaker close, like this for the first episode, I think it wasn't first or third episode, where we could see that there is this mutant meta humans trouble going on in the background. The meta human criminals are going around, they are um escaping outcome, they are killing people, they are committing crimes that even the normal police cannot undo. That is why, according to Rick Flag, that's one of the reasons why he decided to use Salvation as a prison, and he put Peacemaker in there because he's been is being against Peacemaker. And from Superman, we learned that Isabella Merced, old girl, she killed that president of Bolivia. Now, James Gunn has explained that it's going to have effect over the focus of the DCU plans, and it's something that we could see from towards the end of Superman and towards the end of Peacemaker, that these things are becoming a problem, that the government don't even care again if you're a good guy or you're a bad guy. According to them, you are a meta human and you are uncontrollable. So what can we just do is put them in a prison planet where you can do whatever you want to do without having to disturb us. And Interestingly, compared to the comics, the Salvation is um is a other dimension. Like the comics, let's say they have a hyperspace ship, they could fly over to the normal Earth. But because of how far it is, they have to use a boom tube. So it's just you stay there, there's trouble all around, and all your criminal peers are going to be they are going to try to kill each other because they are criminals and everybody's all fighting for their own interest. Now, this is one thing that I do love about this DCU. Every time we feel that we are one step closer to the answer, we're always getting like another something that is going to take us back, and we have to come together and start making videos like this and saying what can we expect for the future of the DCU. For me, Man of Tomorrow, I do expect at least a Peacemaker cameo, who is going to show up in the background, or it's either going to even show up. But I feel that's going to be a subplot, and I'm trying to think about it. If they go ahead to do touch on salvation in Man of Tomorrow, that doesn't become a Man of Tomorrow movie again. It just becomes something different. It feels more like Batman trying to investigate the what August is doing. Now, I don't see that happening um early on. There was a meeting that happened a few days back. I think it wasn't a few days or a few weeks back, where James Gunn had a meeting with Tiana Taylor, who was in the recent one battle after another. She it just puts it there, just put it as it is. Now I believe she's going to play either what do you call, now normally it's going to be typecast like listen, she's going to play a character, but I this animal girl, I've forgotten the name of the character, that she has the power to call out animals, or she's going to play a magician or something similar. So basically my the characters I would, the big bad for that um movie, I believe it's going to be something. If you look at it, DCU is facing gods and monsters. So I want to say dark side, but I've learned over the years to not put my finger on dark side. And what we've seen so far is we can rule out dark side being according to James Gunn, dark side being the big bad. I'd have said Brainiac, but we can also rule out Brainiac being the, not completely, but it's either Brainiac, which we can say that he used a picture of brain, so it feels more like Brainiac. If you don't know it's Brainiac, I would say Mongo. I haven't got as far as saying Trigon, but I don't think it's going to be Trigon. But it feels more like a Brainiac. That's going to be like the the big bad of the DC. But the characters that what I do know that I should expect is that I shouldn't expect something too flashy, like Supergirl going to be fully part of the movie. I believe she's going to be there towards the beginning and probably leave, or she's going to be there towards the end, just like she was in the first Superman movie. I don't think she's going to be the center focus of Man of Tomorrow. They're just going to come up with another explanation where Supergirl has to go and probably with another character in another movie or show. So I don't think Supergirl is going to get that much of focus on Man of Tomorrow. I expect Amanda Waller to show up because it's going to be a way to at least do something with the character in Man of Tomorrow. So basically, I don't have like that much of an expectation, and as information comes in, I believe that we can get something from Man of Tomorrow. And that's why they even bother making this video, is because I think I also expect John Stewart to show up. John, yeah, I I expect him to show up, but not too involved. I don't know if you understand what I mean, because um what I feel um the end of Lanterns is going to be is either Al or John going. If Al did not die, I believe Al or John going to Oa. So John, if John is going to be there, just going to come up, show up for a while. While Guy Gardner also lives for Oa, then I believe at least there's going to be something that calls the Lanterns to go to Oa. Then they are going to put they're going to put either yeah, I believe John Stewart is going to show up in Man of Tomorrow, but I don't know exactly how the whole story. So, but when we get there, I'm going to just going to explain, and as much of this my thoughts is coming in, I'm going to talk about it. I it's been long I've made videos, so I believe that's why I'm bothering to make the video. But what I would say is that do not put your expectation at 100. In fact, do not. You can leave your expectation at 60. You can leave your expectation at 60, because I'm not saying you're going to be disappointed, but I'm just saying that there's still much to hope for this year. So I hope to see something interesting in the future in DCU. I believe Wonder Woman, we're going to get information of Wonder Woman movie. We're going to get information about Checkmate. We're going to get information about Waller, all those obscure type booster gold very soon. So all these information are going to come in, and please make sure you stay up to date with Streamdorm. Follow Streamdorm on all social media platforms. Check out our website streamdorm.com. Sign up to our newsletter, and see you in the next video.